Hi everybody, my name is Rose, and we will be playing more mobile-based survival in Space Engineers. Uh, we got relatively farther in to our last time. Can control V myself back in. Alrighty. We got relatively in. We set up our basic assembler and basic refinery. We have a hydrogen engine on this vehicle, so now we won't run out of power on this. We're actually at 45. We probably are going to have to get some ice soon. If we look at our ice amount, yeah, we had about 4. We're down to like 1. So what I might do is I might just turn this off for now. I don't think we're refining. I don't think we're refining anything at the moment. I mean, we had stone, but that's okay. We were refining cobalt, and we do not need that much cobalt at the moment. We have our batteries started for our main part of our mobile base, along with 2 hydrogen engines, and some hydrogen tanks. I believe we were gonna get. Let me get. We got our hydrogen engines. I believe we were gonna put 2 O2H2 generators on this, and we'll probably, because these are not the right way, move them back 1, or we might just place 1 for the moment. I don't know. I feel like two's better. Two's less redundant. We can save more in our oxygen tanks, in our hydrogen tanks. We're not gonna need oxygen at all for the moment, but I don't know. It might be good to have later on. Let's recharge a little bit. So I guess right now we need power cells. What are we missing as far as parts for power cells? Let's see. We're probably gonna need, how many is it per? It's about 20 per, so 20, 40, 60. Let's go ahead and just produce 100 and put them at the top. And then let's get back in the ship, hit our Y button, and see where we're sitting as far as what we can make. We need iron. It looks like we are just lacking a lot of iron at the moment. So we'll go ahead, reserve some hydrogen. Can I possibly just turn this off? Yes, we can just turn it off. So we can still get power and everything. Is there a way to, yes. Toggle block on and off. There we go. So now whenever we feel like we have a decent backlog and we're not draining too much power, we can just turn it off and we won't waste ice. We do have, we have several ice deposits. We have one right here that will definitely mine out. We have some silver over there. I believe we needed silver for medical components, so we can get a larger med bay on the ship. We have gold right there, and I think we have some iron and nickel right here. Yeah, iron, cobalt, and nickel. Dude, that thing, we may have to lower the range, because the range on that thing is crazy. Do we have our flashlight on? We still can't see. I believe there's a spot somewhere here where I dug. There we go. Okay. We are just gonna grab as much iron as we possibly can. I know we have some nickel right here, but we don't need it. I think what I want to do is I want to get the basic operations set up for the head part of our base, and then we're going to figure out some sort of atmospheric mining ship, because I'm tired of mining by hand. I feel like we can do a lot better than this. So I think we're gonna get the batteries set up and the O2H2 generators, and then we are just going to let's grab
Inventory
let's
full.
grab some of that nickel too, because I'm sure we're gonna need some more nickel too. Um, but we are going to get the basics set up for the main base, and then maybe we will retrofit the respawn ship to be a miner. If it gets destroyed, it's okay. It's just the miner. Um, let's go ahead and throw in stone in the survival kit. The basic refinery, we'll throw the nickel, the iron in. Now, 2K is nowhere near enough, but we are going to prioritize the power cells, and I think it'll be okay. Because it's building our backlog of all of these components. And really, we don't need all of these. It's just like I don't want to have to sit here and craft them constantly. I think we'll be better off not doing that. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Uh, we are building all of our power cells. As soon as we get 20, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just toss them over to us. Build our first battery. What do I need for our O2H2 generators? We need steel plates, large steel tubes, and we have everything else on hand. Here you go. We got 20 power cells. Do we have any steel plates in production yet? No. But then again, we are eating through all of that iron we just mined. So who knows what we will actually have. So we get the battery in, and that's our first battery. This ship actually has some charge now. Even though the hydrogen engines aren't working, I believe it has 30% charge. And we got about 12 days of power just by putting that battery in. Though, that's because we're consuming nothing. So, even though we aren't using a lot of power, we aren't... Or, even though we have enough power, we're not using it. Oh well. Let's go ahead, pop these off so we get some components for their H2O2 generator. Place that one right there, that one right there, and then load up what we have. So it looks like we need some large steel tubes and some steel plates. So we have H2O2 generator, hydrogen engine, batteries. Once we get all of that in, I believe we're just gonna put... Once we get that in, I believe we just put in a storage container so we can just dump ice in, and then we will go ahead and retrofit this. Because I won't destroy the medical components if I grind this down. We can put the survival kit on it and just attach it to the side, I guess, somewhere on the side. Maybe we'll put it over here, and then we can kind of work through this base as is, retrofit this into a miner. So I want to take all the rover parts off, some atmospheric thrusters on, and then probably take this front end off, replace it with two grinders, or not grinders, two miners, and then we should be good. And this can start mining for us. We will be limited by power, so probably what we'll do is keep the hydrogen engine on and just put hydrogen tanks on, and then we will do some sort of fancy messing around and put on a connector so we can just feed it hydrogen. That way we can just go mine a lot of ice, deposit the ice, pick everything up, run it, and be good as gold. Because I believe even without a sorter, it's just gonna take all of the ice. We are at 22, so we can build another one. I thought we put 100. Yeah, they all went to the cargo container. Okay. So, now we have second battery. And then our third battery. There we go. So that's the battery setup. It still says we have about 12 days of power, but again, we're not using any power. So I don't know if that's going to be accurate once we get the hydrogen engines running. And then we just need some large steel tubes and some plates. So we'll grab these, we will throw these in here, and then we're going to switch production over to this. And we are already out of iron. Yeah, I can't say I didn't see that coming. But, oh well. We'll go ahead and we'll just... fell down. We just need some large steel tubes. While we're here... what do we exactly need? These are big ones, these are small ones. We're gonna need specifically interior plates and motors. Okay. So we need 2 motors right now to get one of those running. Do I have? Yeah, we've got a ton of motors, and we have some more interior plates, and we have some construction components. So I'm just gonna grab all that real quick, and we will just plumb this up so it's ready once we get those large steel tubes. So that's one of our hydrogen tanks set up, and then we go to 4. That's our other one. And there we go. Okay. So it's coming together. This is gonna be our engine for now, and we can always scale this up. Of course, we're gonna need to, as we need more power, because these small hydrogen tanks are small. We're not gonna store enough hydrogen to run these all the time. We're definitely not gonna have enough ice. If we're running out of ice for this, and it's one hydrogen engine, we're not gonna have the ice for it. It's just a fact. So, oh well. What we need iron. We need iron. Let's go back over to. Oh, we are not gonna have enough for the return trip. We're gonna need to. There we go. Let's go grab some iron. We're in a spot where there is, like, no light. I think it's just where this hill is. It's just extremely dark. So I would like to move from this spot as quickly as possible, just so we get some better lighting. Because it's just absolutely terrible. Maybe what we'll do is once we get the survival thing retrofitted, we'll just plop ourselves somewhere a little bit better, just so we can see. These flashlights are not bright enough. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit annoyed having to come back here so often for resources because we can only carry like 2,000 before we run out of space. And we're... I don't know why I hit X instead of E, but oh well.
Inventory.
Alright, that's all the iron we can carry. We can also drill this out more. And then maybe we'll carry some sort of chute or something that we can release to get rid of all of the just regular stone. Yes, using all that stone all the time. Let's swap that out. We actually grabbed more than we had originally, surprisingly. Throw all that nickel in. We're sitting at about 1K right now. We just gotta let everything refine. It looks like it's making all of our steel tubes, so I'm just gonna grab those. And I think that's it for the H2O2 generator. And then we'll throw this back in, and we'll throw these back over here. Come on. This basic refinery can't hold all of the resources that we have. This is the least of our concerns, but hey, it could be worse. We could be running off a survivalist generator still. There we go. We're all out of it now. Okay. We are still on the steel tubes. Motors and everything. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any iron plates? How are we on iron plates? We got about... or not iron plates, steel plates. We got about 70. How does this survivalist generator come up? That is a good question. It looks like it has 2 basic inlets. Well, we don't have to look at that. We can just look at it here. Survival kit. Oh, shield air pressurizer. That's kind of neat. Embrasure. So it has a big inlet. Okay. And it looks like the monitor is on the upper side, like right here. I think that's what we'll do for now. I think that is what we'll do for now, and then we'll just feed this specifically. What is in the survival kit? We will put the stone in there, put this gravel in here, silicon in here, nickel in here, and then there's nothing in it. Okay, let's start grinding. So now we can get rid of the survival kit. It just looks like we have minimal cleaning up to do. And there we go. And we will weld the survival kit onto this. We don't have any hydrogen now. We're running off our hydrogen tanks. But everything is starting to work. That's what matters. So what I'll probably do is there's an O2H2 generator on this. Yeah, gas generator right here. We're just gonna grab the ice out of it. And then we'll probably grab the oxygen bottle too. We don't have room for it. Or we're not able to access it. I don't know. Go ahead. We will... Can't put it in there. Are we gonna have to go off of this port? And then put it into you? There we go. We should be able to get hydrogen now. Let's... Because we're not using it too much power at the moment. Let's group these together, call this main engines. And then we'll toggle the block off, and then we are going to hide those. Then we'll connect these up together, call this main battery. And then we are going to turn those off so we don't see them. And then go to H2 gens. And then we will hide those. Connect these up, all these hydrotechs. And then we can hide those. And then that just cleans up everything. So we can look at our hydrogen tanks, see how much hydrogen we have. We can look at our main batteries, see how much batteries we have. We are going down. Oh, we're going up right now, so I think our main engines are on. So we're going to turn off our main engines. And there we go. And we're set to auto refill too, so. With everything, we still have about 18 hours of power. Oh, we're doing pretty good. That's stage 1. Everything essential to coming back to this spot is moved over, and we have power and everything. Next, how much steel plate do we have in our inventory? We have about 85 steel plate. Let's, before we do that, let's put our hydrogen bottle and our gas generators. That way, it's somewhere. And that's our... Oh, wait, that was our hydrogen bottle. I meant to put our oxygen bottle in here. Where did our oxygen bottle go? Oh, we didn't take it out. We didn't take it out. It's still in there. Okay. Next, what I want to do... I know it looks ugly right now. This is all temporary. We're definitely going to start... Once we get a good way to get resources and I'm not stuck here trying to solve everything, will be a lot better. We're going to set up like a really rudimentary ore setup. Turn off our hydrogen engines and start welding up. What we'll do for now is we're going to move over the refinery and the assembler, and we're going to make it so that we can just deliver ores to this via maybe like a medium cargo container with a connector on top. And then we will fly this on top, connect it in, push everything out, refine it, and then be set. There'll be a connector with a sorter, and then a container, or not, conveyor was a sorter, with a container into the refinery, and then just connect it straight into the assembler for now. Which means we're definitely going to have to start supplying this ship with ice. So as soon as we get that all set up, we have to have this set up, because we are going to start draining power like crazy. And then this is not going to give me anything, so we're going to have to plumb off of our survival generator until we get a med bay, and a proper cargo, or not cargo, but a proper helm set up that we can drain power from. So what I might do is I might put like a survival generator inside the helm. That way I can just tap into it whenever I need anything. I like that cockpit. I think that'd be a cool cockpit. And we just glass with LCDs, and then you come over here, tap onto the survival generator. Boom, you're plumbed up. You're all good. You can go from there. Yeah. So next, what we need is a. We need a medium cargo container. This. So I need a conveyor sorter, and then I need a connector. Connector needs to go like this. Sorter. It looks like we can literally just top load. So it would be based off of our cargo container, I guess. And I guess we can flip it this way. We put it right here. We put it right here. We need 20 interior plates, computers, motors, displays. We need more than 20. We need 30 interior plates. Right. Well, here's our interior plates. Let's go ahead and let's just give ourselves 30. We need more computers. Alrighty, everybody. Sorry, my little brother was playing around. I didn't want that getting cut into the audio in the background. I went ahead, grabbed a little bit of the ice, went to 2 trips for the iron, because wow, we needed that resource. It was too much that was going on that we were just waiting on resources at this point. We need to get some display, motors, and computers. Let's see what we have in this. Let's see. Get 2 displays. We have some motors, and then we need some computers. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 10. So we might need one in the future. Let's see. And then what we need to do now is put our conveyor sorter on top. Make it face the right way. Small conveyor sorter. Is that what that is? Or is it just conveyor sorter? I think we're just doing conveyor sorter. And then we need a connector. Throw that on the build planner too. And then we might be able to just... Yep. There we go. this, flip it over the other way, build it up. And then we pop a connector on top, build that up. And then I believe we just have to set this not for parking. And then we have to figure out what the conveyor sorter does. So we do control panel, conveyor sorter. Name this or inputs for now, and we can figure it out later. We're gonna whitelist or. And we're just going to add, and then I believe if we do drain all, it will pull from the connector. Then we'll just name this connector minor, and then turn off use for parking. Now, if we hit P for any reason to unpark, that won't trigger. Next, what we need to do is get a conveyor tube, so interior plates, motors, and construction components. We're just going to grab, I think we do 10 for right now, that'd be fine. And then let's go ahead and let's put all this stuff back in here. That goes right there. Interior plates. What is going on? What's so bright? What is that? What's lighting us up? It's not our ship, is it? No, something's just, like, extremely bright. That's weird. Maybe it's just a visual glitch. But, yeah. It's the moon going over this. That's so weird to be able to see. We need motors. And then construction components. Is that all the construction components we have? There's no way that's all of them. Let's go ahead and let's craft up some 10 of those. Put those first. Okay, there you go. Because it's on the side, unfortunately. We need to do a little bit of finagling. Okay. We need a basic refinery. And that's going to require some steel plates. That can go right there. Ooh, it can't go right there because the survival kit is messing with it. So I guess it's going to have to go right here. So I need 25 steel plates. I need 30 steel plates and 2 computers. 30 steel plates and 2 computers. And then 2 computers. And we can build our basic refinery. Pop it right there for now. And yeah, I know I could just deconstruct the other refinery, but it's okay. We're gonna get the materials back anyway. Over to the number 4 tab. Pick the wrong one. I'm gonna do the conveyor tube. Now we just successfully put a new refinery over here. With that being the case, these batteries gotta charge. So I want to put the main engines on one, toggle on and off, and then the main battery so I can see the battery percentage, and we will just put them on recharge. We don't need those two on this, but we can see we're at 29%, and they're all off. So we're gonna run this until we get to about, I want to say 50%, and then we'll go ahead and turn it off. Because these refineries, I don't know what the battery is on this. I don't know how many batteries and what size they are, because I haven't pulled this apart yet to really see. So we're really just gonna have to play around with that. That back up. But our refinery is done. Now we need to put our basic assembler. And then I feel like this can just be tapped on right there. Yeah. So we need 30 steel plates just to build the basic part of it. And then we'll see what we have to throw in this then. I need a motor, 40 computers, and 19 construction units. I need one motor. I think it was... Oh man, I've already not figured out what it is. 19 construction components. And then I think it was like 40 computers and one display. But like I said, it's fine because that's all getting deconstructed off of that. This is just so... it was 2 displays, so we need one more display and then 10 steel plates. One more display, and then 10 steel plates. Okay. Now we have our rudimentary refiner on our bigger ship. And now we can start dismantling this. So I'm going to take all that stuff off of the other refinery. And we'll go ahead and grab all the materials too. Grab the materials off of the basic assembler as well. It looks like we're low on nickel. I think we might have to go grab some nickel. We might have to grab some nickel. And then what I'll probably do also is I'm going to probably put a cargo container on this. Inventory, basic assembler. We're going to go ahead, we're just going to throw all these materials into it. I don't know what it's going to do with gravel, but yeah. Okay. So we should be able to just go ahead and dismantle these without any real issue. Which means we can dismantle you guys. Okay. Which, I mean, we want to leave the hydrogen engine on this? I don't know. No, we may have to move it somewhere. Let's go ahead and let's What do I need for a medium cargo container? That's centered? I think that's centered. Let's hope it's centered. Because I believe it'll just spit out the materials. So I just need 6 more. Oh, I need 16 interior plates. We got 16 interior plates. And this works too because while it's angled like this, we can actually still access it. So I can just throw all of this in. Can we rename this from here? We can't. Let's go to the control panel. Let's. Rename it to components. I believe that's going to be a better option. And then this will be ores. There you go. Very rudimentary, but this is all going to be for the case of us building a better ship. We may have to build a second one at this point and just leave this right here as like a standing setup. What are we at for power? We're at 30%. I guess because the refinery is just eating it. Let's look at our main batteries. Are we recharging at all? Fully recharged in 10 hours. Yeah, so we are gaining power, I will say that. We're not losing power running these, we're gaining power. I guess it's time to start retrofitting. I mean, we're gonna have to pull all of the materials out. Put it into the that's the maximum we can carry at the moment. Man, those batteries weigh so much. Yep. Running just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. One more trip. One more trip. And then I'm gonna grab that oxygen bottle just because I can. Alright, there we go. I guess next we start retrofitting. I'm gonna need another cargo container. Put it on the build planner. And then I will just grab from here. Place right here. And we'll weld it up. So it's a little goofy looking on the back side, but we'll solve it. A lot of stuff that it just doesn't need at the moment. And I believe this doesn't work. I believe this doesn't work because it's not connected to anything. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of it and hope that we have good batteries. What do I want to do now? I want to get pistons. We want 4 pistons. Because we are going to place these. It will show up. I don't know why they're not. There we go. I think they go this way. Place one there. We will place one in the corner. That's right. Are they all the same level? Yeah, they're all level. Okay. We're just gonna toggle our welder on and just go between all of these. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lift it up off of the parts. That way we can grind all of the wheels off and switch them for thrusters. So, hop in, control panel. Piston, piston, piston. Block group. Name these jacks. And then when we go to, I mean to hit that button. We hit G, we can go to groups. We go to jacks. And then we hit reverse. They're at the maximum distance right now. So if we just hit 8, they should all extend. I don't know why they're not extending. They're extending. Where aren't they going? I have to remember how to do this. They should be extending. Let's see. Ooh, don't want to do that. Don't want to go too fast because we might accidentally just launch ourselves. Trying to figure out why they're not going. They pointed the wrong way. They shouldn't be pointing the wrong way because that's where the top is. Let's see, let's see, let's see. That's the cockpit. They're retracted, and then they're extending, but they're not extending at all. Input power 0, max 20 watts. What does the battery say? We out of power. We're out of power. That's why they're not extending. Oh no, that's not good. Why isn't this working? Did not have power. For now, we want to just throw in a hydrogen engine. Gotta get rid of that light up there too. I believe we gotta get rid of these corners to get it connected up. Hydrogen engine right there too. And then we'll just yoink everything. It's not letting us place it right there. Let's move our ore detector. And then we were gonna move these. Do this. And then our organ detector can go right here. There we go. And then we'll probably have to move the antenna eventually too. And then what we'll probably do is just put a connector piece right there and feed it ice, and we should be golden. We definitely need to start looking into maybe getting advanced welders. Let's see. Or, and we just do that. So we need a motor and interior plate. Nothing on the build planner. One motor, one interior plate. It looks a little goofy, but what can you do? It's a retrofit. Now it should have power. Maybe it has power. Toggle the block on and off. Is it connected to the gas generator at all? Let's see. Hydrogen engine. Build 0. Yep, power, no power. We're gonna have to pop a battery on this to get it to start running. I don't know where the control panel. Gas generator. Go on, helmet. It looks to be that the gas generator is sitting, yep, it's right behind it. Connects up to this. So it should work. I think we just literally don't have any power. So it's not gonna work. Let's throw on battery. Maybe that will get us somewhere. Throw it in right there. So I think it needs power to start generating power. And look, all of our jacks go up. Alrighty, well, that worked. Now if we look at our, what is it? Hydrogen engine. It's filling up. Yeah, so it just literally needed us to do that. Okay. Well, I think that battery is going to be a permanent staple in that machine then, because yeah. What are we at on this? We're at 32% power. We are refining stuff. We are still refining stuff. Because if we look at our refinery, we're refining cobalt right now. Cobalt seems to take a very long time to start refining. But, yeah, alrighty. Let's start dismantling our wheels. We are finally retrofitting the starter rover. This feels like a very big step. Because we're no longer worried about accidentally burning this thing up and killing ourselves, so... Oh, we're accidentally... Yeah, we don't want to do that, because then we're not going to have power. Wheel suspension. That's what we need to make sure everything else is good. Right, and then we pop off this wheel. And there we go. This is going to be the shape of our mining vessel. Mostly. I hope to make this look a little bit nicer. We're going to have to put some armor plates on it. I guess the next thing is putting on some atmospheric thrusters. What do we want to do? Do we want to do the sci-fi ones, or do we want to do the rounded ones? Let's do a couple of the rounded ones. We'll get in these flat ones too, and then there's the sci-fi large one. It doesn't seem to want to show up. We're having this issue fairly often where some of these just don't want to be. So where do we want to put this? I feel like we need up and downs, don't we? So maybe in those, ooh, that was a weird little glitch there. Maybe in those we put one of these flat ones. 1, 2, 3. Not withdrawal. 1 construction. Not all construction. Okay, so it couldn't, and then it could. So that's our up. Covered. Hopefully. I'm noticing a quick slide. Up, up. That's not good. Hopefully it kind of evens out right here. Yep, okay, cool. We had to turn the power off. Okay. So we have up. Do we want to put another one right here? 'Cause this thing has to... Yeah. Let's grab 2 more. Well, this is going to be a fun little back and forth. Alright, so there's 2 more. So we have lift now. Now we need front to back. And up to down. So how many do we have here? Because they need to be equal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we put... Because how many are these equal to? How many are these equal to? That is it's a good question. Probably should figure it out. Grab 2. We're gonna fill up on hydrogen. There we go. Not withdrawal 24 motors. We probably need to produce 24 more motors. We're low on nickel. Let's do a quick nickel run. Because I know a great spot for some nickel. We gotta find the hole. Where is this? There it is. Yeah, we're already out of... Okay. This is gonna help us a lot. Get a little bit closer in. Hopefully, this will be one of the last times we have to come down here ourselves. How much is that? Ignoring the stone. About 21. Let's go ahead, because we're down here.
Inventory full.
Grab, what, almost 1,000 iron. Okay. And then let's head back. Oh man, we need to throw some lights on our ship because, man, is that bad. Cannot see whatsoever. But we should be able to just literally throw these into the connector and it'll start processing. Amazing. Let's prioritize that nickel first, because we need that. While we're here, let's look it up real quick. What is one large thruster So, one large thruster is generally considered to be equal to 9 small thrusters. So, it's a 1 to 9 ratio, so that's a little bit concerning because we only have 5 down there. We just put 2 on the top. We are going to be able to go down really fast, but not up very fast. Oops. Draw the lift motors. Well, that'll be okay. Are we going to be able to lift at all? That's a good question. The more I look at this, the more I think we're going to be a little bit wonky. We may this little spot right here instead and take these out and just flip them around. I think that will probably be better. Let's draw 4 motors. We are almost there. 3, B2, B1. I got my count wrong. We need one more. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, how far in is this? It's 1, it's literally 2 in. So it's this right here. Oops, something just popped in. I'm gonna fix that right there. I'm fairly hopeful that this doesn't just immediately crash. And we're gonna have to put this gyroscope back somewhere. Probably gonna be both of them. But those might be the anti-flip, so who knows? It's the battery. That is front one. Okay. Let's see if this is good. Let's just get a light armor block and place it right there, just so. There you go. It's a little bit more stable. Okay. Now, is this facing the opposite way? I think it is. We got up, down. Okay. Oh, we missed one. This is the fun part, is retrofitting something to make it a lot better. Then there goes the gyroscope, and we'll just replace that. Oh, don't want to do that. I want to do that. And then we need 20 more motors. And almost killed ourselves there. Produce 20 more. Realistically, let's go ahead and produce another 100. Because we have the nickel now. We have the iron. Yeah, we definitely have the nickel. We still have ores in the ore tab. What are we at battery-wise? We are at 34%. We're probably gonna have to refill on ice a little bit more, but we'll be okay. This is really just to get us Established. And I think that's 30 right here. Okay. That one's done. This one's the one that needs to be built up. Okay. We have up and down covered. Then we need forward and backward. And left and right. I guess we should get some steel plates. Oh, we have 91. We're fine. We're fine. I want the half blocks. Where's the half blocks? Armor light blocks. I know they're made out of heavy, but it'll be okay. I don't need that sci-fi one. I want the this is half slope, right? Yeah, slope 2 by 1 by 1. Slope 2 by 2 by 2 by 1. Is it that one? And I just got them mixed up? No, 2 by 1 by 1. Oh, it's different that way. What was that? Something just exploded. Weird. I don't know what that was, and I'm kind of scared to find out. Really? Just gonna sit here and retrofit our ship a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll save this through blueprints, and then I will, I'll make it so we can respawn this later. Maybe if we get a welder vehicle that just welds up. Alright, so the bottom's fixed again. Now we need front and back, and we need to, fix whatever this is. It's really weird looking. Those are attached right there, so I'm afraid of grinding that away. But we can definitely grind this away. I think this is where we're gonna have our front and back. That's weird. It felt like that was lifting up. And we'll just do this to cover up the cargo container so it doesn't accidentally get damaged. I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but it's okay. It'll be okay. We just need this to get us established, and then we can somehow find out a way to make a better one. I feel like that's good for left and right. We want to be able to, you know, pitch and everything still. I don't know if we have enough construction stuff. That's going to be a thing. But yeah, we're already out of motors. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the flat ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wish there was a way I could literally click it in and then just scroll wheel the amount I needed. That would be golden, dude. Compound successfully withdrawn. Let's go ahead and let's just... Oh, we were on our last bottle of oxygen. Or not oxygen, but hydrogen. It's a good thing we went ahead and we grabbed more. Yeah, no, dude, the jack thing is something I learned a long time ago with changing ships. Jack it up, and if it's a rover, the wheels will come off the floor, and you're good. If it's a ship, well, you didn't need to do that unless you took the power out, because or power and thrusters off, because then the thing will just float on its own. So there's no point in it. We have left and right. I need I need two more motors for that. Weird. Alright, we'll go grab two more. And we'll go top off real quick. I need two more motors. And then all we need to do after this is get the drill set up. I think we're gonna do two side by side, and then we will plummet up somewhere. I don't know where we're gonna plummet up from. That's gonna be the challenge, is figuring out where we're gonna plummet up from. Another challenge is figuring out where these front and back thrusters go. So we want to use the large ones, I assume. Large flat atmospheric thruster. We'll put two of them in the build planner. I think one of them is going to go in the back right here. And of course we need more motors. It said 1 is equal to 9. So flat atmospheric thruster, and then flat atmospheric thruster D-shaped. Oh, that was weird. So if that's forward, then I guess we should do backward. So that's 2. That's 3. Let's do the flat ones right there. Well, no, because then that's not gonna work, and that's not gonna work. That's 3. That's 4. It's 5. I know it's gonna be quick and dirty, but I still want it to kind of look good. That's 6. That's 7. That's... Oop, wrong one. It's 8. And then that's 9. There we go. So now they're all equaled out. So... we don't need one of those, but we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can't do it anymore, so we're just gonna have to come back. We'll see what we're missing. We're missing motors. We're missing motors. Are we out of motors already? We can't build motors because we're out of iron and nickel. Do we not have any iron? I guess we're out of iron. Let's go ahead and manufacture some iron. I think that's probably going to help us out more than anything. How many motors do we have? We have 6 right now. Okay, we're probably gonna have to go and grab some more. Ooh, are we about to be out of ice? Kind of. Let's mine out some ice real quick just so we can get that taken care of. Because the last thing I need to do is be completely out and not have any hydrogen at all.
Inventory.
And we should be
full.
set for ice for a little bit. How do I get into you? Throw that in that one. So that's running both of the generators. That way, you know, one of them will mainly be for charging up, one will be for just storing hydrogen. Where's the hole go? There's. Yep, we gotta get some iron. And I guess we can pick up this nickel while we're here, but you mainly need this iron. Oh, we should have come with an empty inventory.
Inventory full.
What do we have? These large steel tubes is what's weighing us down.
Inventory full.
That will that will have to do for now. There we go. A little bit too fast there. Throw the connector in. Switch over to the iron. One construction component. 52 other items. We'll have to see what those are in a second. Two more motors. I think it is. Okay, go back. There's our rear atmospheric thruster. Oh, and those are facing the wrong way. We're gonna have to dismember that piece and throw it back the right way. Because those are absolutely the wrong way. There we go. We'll have to pretty this up eventually too. I think it would matter just for aesthetics that it's at least a little bit nice looking. All right. Hopefully this is pointed the right way. Yep. The rest are pointed the right way. And it's motors. Or we're low on motors. It looks like I need a few motors. Everything else we have. motors and one construction component. So we probably need construction components and motors. So we'll make another order for both. Production. I need 50 of both. And we got 300 iron. We're okay. And then we're gonna prioritize some of those too, just so I can get something started. I think we just ran out of our first hydrogen bottle, so we're gonna have to go back and redo that. We got our motor on both of those. That one's fully set up. We need a little bit more motor on that one. A little bit more motor on that one. And construction components and motors on that one. And then this is fully established. We could probably fly this over, take the jacks off, and just make sure it's filled with ice. And it should be fine. Let's cannot withdraw 7 motors. We need 7 more motors. Okay, well, that's pretty good, honestly. What I'll probably do is, while we are in between episodes, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably mine out a ton. And we'll probably set it up as like a time lapse for the next episode of just the beginning is me mining out. Hopefully this is enough. I don't know. We do need the gyros. We need to throw the gyros back on. Or, well, we have one gyro. I think the other ones were just the anti-flip system. So I guess we don't have the anti-flip anymore. Yeah, we have a gyro right there. So, if I did everything correctly... Let's turn the jacks off. Well, it's got like 7 minutes of charge, which is not good. Yeah, no, we officially have a ship. That is awesome. It's awesome. We need grills. I want 2 drills on this. And it looks like our limiting factor is going to be construction components. Okay. Let's pop this front end off. So we can think of you know what? I do want these light armor blocks, because what I'm probably gonna do is 2 by 1. We are going to attempt to make this look a little bit better, so it doesn't look right. Our corner block, float. This is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. So I'm really just trying to, we might just get rid of all of this. Put in a regular block. Do the single drill. The single drill would look fine on this, but I don't know. I feel like a multi-drill is going to be a little bit better. Because we could totally put a single drill on. And it would probably work. I mean, it would more than probably, it would totally work. But that little bit of a wider setup, I think, would be a lot better. You know what? We'll go with one. If it's terrible, it's terrible. There we go. So we just need 7 construction components. We'll grab 10. What are we low on? Iron? Man, this needs to be built ASAP. We're low on hydrogen. We're low on hydrogen. We're not gonna make a return trip if I do that. There we go. There you go. There you go. Oh, we're all set. We're all set. It feels weird for it to be bright out. Mine out the rest of the iron that we need. The thing is we have stuff on us. It's kind of messing us up. And there's more nickel in here than anything. Let's throw all that stone away.
Inventory full.
Oh, let's not hit a tree. Oh, that could have been worse. There we go. Man, we are getting really well established at this point. I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be something really interesting once we can get it sorted. Did we just do... Yeah, we just did 1 for now. Draw 12 construction components. We don't need 12. We just need what's left over. There we go. There we go. Drills put in. We have to figure out how to connect it up. And then we're set. Is there like a... That's the center of the cargo container, but the entrance is on the bottom. That's why there's a vent. We possibly... Oh wait, that connect... Oh dude, that's perfect! That's perfect. Let's put a half block right there. And then we just need to put a, we just need interior plates for that. I just need 1 interior plate. And boom! For safety reasons, we'll put a half block right there. And then we'll put a longer slope. We can find it. There. There we go. Oh wow, dude. That's awesome. Awesome. Everything's hooked up properly, everything. The only thing we don't have is we don't have a connector on this. There is a spot right here. If we dug this out right here, this medium carb container, we might. Nope, wrong side. Okay, we placed it in the wrong way, I guess. So it doesn't show up there. We have one, I think, right here. No, it's right here. It's somewhere right there. There it is. Let's go ahead and just put the rest up. Inset connector. There's a small inset connector placed right here. And all we need is steel tubes. I think it's one small steel tube. That's two. There we go. Our miner ship is all set up. What we'll do, I guess, for now, is we'll put a conveyor block right here. Not the one that's that big. I need interior plates. Grab like 4. Here for now is we'll put something out like this. Because this is all connecting into this connector anyway. And then we will put the inset connector right here, and then all we need is some small steel tubes. And it should connect up. Now, is it going to be pretty in any way? No. It'll work. And then we can get the jacks removed. I'm trying to reset the jacks, but I think what we're going to have to do is go into the jacks, and I think we put the minimum distance at that. We may have to put a camera down there. Is that? Ooh, that's a very tight angle that we have to put this at. Yeah, and I'm very bad with do a little bit more of a pitch this way. Go back. I don't know if that was correct or not. Forward a little bit more. Oh, there we go. A little goofy looking. Hey. I think we officially have our first small ship. We'll let's go take this for a test run. See if the small one is what we want. Oh man, it's really close. Because we may not have enough thrust for the amount of ore that we can carry. It's also another thing. It may be something where I have to get a little bit more technical with it. Let's see what prize we can get out of this unknown signal. Let's see. What do we get? You didn't say. Oh, there you go. We got a badger drill. Okay. Let's... Oh, man. Our inventory is full. We're gonna have to put this in the everything back into the components. I feel like the Range Runner ship needs a different name now. I don't feel like it's the Range Runner anymore with the retrofit on it. There's that little thing. It has a lot of stuff on it that we can use at the moment, like construction components and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and just... Oh, an enhanced grinder. That helps us out. Tool blocks. Character tools. Enhanced grinder. Yeah. That's gonna help out a lot. I don't know. We'll have to see how the Range Runner does with one miner. I think I want to upgrade it to 2. With the everything lining up right there, we could totally retrofit it to make it a little nicer looking still. Got all the materials off of that. Let's go ahead and just we'll throw the grinder in there too, so we have an extra grinder. Ooh, is that like all the oh, okay, I was about to say. No way that was all the space we had. Alrighty. Let's go and take the Range Runner on its maiden voyage. We'll take it off the park. It's got no hydrogen in it, apparently. We out of ice? Yeah, it's running off a battery right now. It's got about 10 minutes. Shoot. We can take all of these off. Put the drill on, and we'll, toggle block on and off. Then what we're gonna do is... dig a hole, yes, so we can get to the ice. Oh, we're falling. That's worrying. I don't think we have enough power. We're gonna hand fill it some ice, so we can not lose all that hydrogen. So I'm afraid once we lose all the power in this system, it's not gonna have any power whatsoever. Alright, let's go back up. Let's go back up. Where can we feed it? We can feed it right here. Here, take all this ice. And it puts it in the cockpit, and then it puts it into the gas generator. And we should be good then. I think we want to take this off of this, and we want to change it to tool block. And then we probably want to change this to this. There we go. Now we should be able to literally carve out all of this. Oh, that's not good. We are currently full force pointing down trying to get out, and we can't. So we actually need more thrust to actively use the ship. Because when we're this way, we can totally get out. So it looks like the minimum to move under our own weight is double. Okay, well, we're definitely, yep, because we just... Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, that that will be what we focus on next time, is trying to double up on the thrust. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put double these forward momentum, and then we may have to make a double drill system, and then right there on both sides we'll put two more of these right here, and then we'll leave the other thrusters on just so we have extra power for when we have more storage on it. Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be it for me, guys, for this. We are running pretty long on this episode, and I want to get this out and edited perfectly on for Sunday. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. We've definitely made some progress. We've converted the rover into a miner ship, though unsuccessfully. You know, we definitely need some more thrust. We've completely set up a working manufacturing station. It does need some beautification done to it, but that will always come later. We can just be happy knowing that we have a spot where we can always respawn at. We have a spot to always grind down materials. Our lovely little cockpit. It looks like our surfboard is completely just crashed. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys, today. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.